Hey Capricorn, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for January 1st, 2024. This is for Capricorn. Last shuffle for Capricorn. Let's see what's going on. So Capricorn, we have transformation and we have teacher. And so this is telling me here that you are changing because either someone has taught you something to, there's something where you're changing here. It's more of a phase. Like we all change and molt and grow into something else, and it looks like you're changing and growing, and it's more so it's because of something that someone has said or done, very kind. Okay, 2 cards fell. I'm gonna grab those. Someone was very kind to you, someone that you've known or familiar with. This is emotional. Oh, 3 cards. Okay, 3 cards. Here we go. So we have the Knight of Swords, King of Swords, and the 3 of Cups. Someone told you the truth, right? This is someone who told you the truth. They came to, this is like coming in, telling you, if they're not telling you that you have a reason to celebrate, or that this was more a compliment energy. But an outside looking in approach, right? And it frees you. Whatever was said by this person, it frees you. You may have been kind of stuck in your head, worst case scenario, thinking so hard about something and it wasting time sabotaging things because you're just going, this could happen and that could happen, and you know what I mean? It's like the sky could fall, you know what I mean? Anything could happen right now. Like, there could be, I mean, if you want to go there, it's like anything could happen. Gnomes could just jump out of your bushes and beat your house up. I mean, anything could happen. And I'm being facetious, but I mean, they're kind of giving off this energy of someone coming in and they're taking things lightly and coming in with a lot of emotion, or very compassionate about just telling you, like, you're good. They're trying to give you a peace of mind. They're going to be honest with you, and it's going to free the crap out of you. At least this is what it looks like, right? Transformation is 6 of Pentacles. I mean, they may have already come in. This is not something that, like, oh, they can happen. You open your eyes and they just call you or something. This could be that way. It could be coming up, or this could have already happened, but it's today is one of those days where it's like impacting your day. 6 of Pentacles, Fool, Temperance, 3 of Swords. They're saying that you're about to go through a change because of what was exchanged with you, like the conversation. Because of a conversation, you're going through a whole new beginning, and it seems as though you get a peace of mind after feeling really sad. Some of you may be sad. Some of you may be trying to block it out, and because of that, it's caused you to overthink. There's something about that, like when you try to cut off something from yourself, like instead of healing from it, or instead of going through the motions, you just go, oh, I'll just escape or work, right? And it never goes anywhere. It just sits and waits in double Dutch mode until you get triggered to deal with it. And a lot of times that's what PTSD is, that people go, I totally forgot what happened to me. Literally, this has happened to me before. I went through a very traumatic experience when I was like 5 or so, and I put it out of my mind. I remember waking up and saying, I cannot bear the pain of thinking about this. So it didn't happen. It didn't happen to me. And I kind of I really put it away, and go up until I was about maybe 10. And it all hit me one day, just out of nowhere. And because I didn't really, of course I'm young and I'm using this as an example. And I know that, there's so much that goes into that. This is very complicated. But what I would say is that it hit me a lot harder a little bit later on in life, versus actually dealing with it, speaking about it, probably getting the help, getting some understanding, even at 10. I mean, although, you can't be so hard on yourself, but what I will say is that this is something similar, because they're giving off an energy of something that happened in childhood. And you kind of just blocking it out, or blocking something out, or just not dealing with it. And someone finally tells you, it's probably been bothered. There's some energy of someone being sort of bothered by it and thinking the worst, and in being in your head about a lot of other scenarios, maybe not about the specific thing, but it may have caused you to overthink, because you said, I'm not going to deal with it. The byproduct of not dealing with it is overthinking everything. And so someone may have said something to you that really clicked and made sense. And finally, here we are with this teacher energy, Two of Swords and Knight of Cups. It's almost like you have no choice but to hear them, because they're coming from the heart. This is a person who they love people and they really care about you. And it's hard to ignore them. You may be able to ignore many things or many people, but you really cannot ignore these kind words that someone may have said to you, that it's clicked, right? And so there's a transformation or a change. They're showing that you may finally feel at home, or you may finally feel balanced, centered, right, after something that's very disappointing. The present power is Eight of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Right now, what you have the power to do is you can do anything you want to do. They're showing you have a lot of options, but they're also saying a lot about you freeing yourself from like the shackles of like ancestral whatever, like how we are all shackled in some way. Well, not all of us, I can't say, because I know some people that are just like, I'm me and I'm cool with it, but then they have a whole different background. But however this looks like a person who has your present power, which is basically your capabilities or your strengths right now, is that you are breaking chains. You're breaking ancestral chains. That's your gift, right? This looks like you're just cutting ties with this. A lot of you may be ending something here too. Like, I invested my time into this, but I'm cutting it off. There's a history here or a past that you're cutting ties from. We have a conflict here with the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Swords. The conflict is very hard to walk away. Eight of Swords is here a lot. I think it's very difficult to walk away from whatever this sadness is. There's some kind of sadness or disappointment for some of you. Some of you may be like shame or guilt. It's very difficult to just let it be, walk away from it. It's a hard choice. The conflict is the emotions. That's the conflict. That's the only conflict. It's like, like if you're breaking generational curses. Well, I don't like calling it curses. The chains that bind us, right? That are passed down. A lot of times there's a sadness that comes from breaking those chains. For some of you, you may be ending relationships and the sadness and guilt and shame that comes with that. But a lot of us, it's like, sadness when you're breaking generational chains, because people feel like, although some of the things that are done or the people involved may be toxic, right? You still have good memories with them. You still have a bond with them, even if the bond is not. It's like the worst case. That's my mom or dad, but they don't like me unless I'm accomplishing something. It's toxic, the family feels like I scratch your back, you scratch mine, and everything's transactional, or they expect you to make things right, and it may be difficult to walk away because you have memories with them. You had good times, party with them, right? They may be funny, they may be witty, they may be a great conversationalist, right? They just get you. Of course they do, because you guys share the same stuff going on, you know what I mean? So anyhow, the conflict is walking away, feeling tied and stuck to something. But your strength is that you can cut this. You're meant to break chains and break free. One thing's for certain, there's someone that really does care about you, and they're going to, it seems like there's some words that they may have said or are going to say that are going to touch you and open doors and free you from whatever you may be thinking about your situation. It's really difficult. They're showing you having a hard time with breaking these chains or walking away, ending things. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We also have an Aries. So you could be a Capricorn, Aquarius cusp, Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp. We have Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp, Libra, Scorpio cusp, Aquarius, Pisces cusp as well. Gemini, Cancer cusp. And that seems to be it. And if you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.